We have a tearaway stabilizer in the hoop, and we are gonna put it in the machine, and the machine is gonna design or stitch out the outline of the design. So after we have the outline, we actually have, it's hard to see, but we have outline of the little window, and we will place a piece of PVC, so see-through vinyl. We will secure it on both sides, and the machine is gonna stitch over it and secure the piece of vinyl. So we have the outline of the little window done. So we are gonna remove the tapes, and we are gonna cut outside of this line. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to go very close to the stitching because it's not gonna show. We are gonna cover it by fabric. I don't know if you can see it, but I didn't go very close to the outline. So now we are gonna place a piece of fabric on top, and it's gonna again do the same thing what it did with the window. It's gonna outline, it will secure the fabric, then we will take it out and cut around it again. We will just secure the corners so the fabric doesn't move while it's stitching. Okay, so we take the hoop out, and now we have two places where we have to cut. So we will cut around. This time we are gonna go close to the stitching, and we will also cut inside of this window. We want to expose the clear vinyl. So outside here, but inside of the window. It is a little challenging to cut inside, but if you have a seam ripper, this little tool, that's gonna help you. Just make sure you don't poke all the layers, you don't touch the vinyl, because it's very easy to go through all three layers. So just the upper layer, remove the window on the inside and cut outside. And now we are gonna put it back in the machine. Now when the design is stitched out, we are gonna flip it over, and we are gonna cut out this little window. Once your window is cut out, which is gonna be pretty easy because this is tearaway, so it's much easier than the other side. And now I'm gonna grab my two pieces. I'm using Poly-Twill. The nice thing about this is it has a coating. It has kind of like a glue on the other side. So what I did to have a nice clean edge, I just fold it and I run it with hot iron, and it actually glues together. So these edges, that's what the Poly-Twill is doing. It glues, so you have a nice edge. So that's the side that we are gonna see. So what I'm gonna do, I will place this first. Make sure it doesn't go in the window. So about here, a little bit above the window, and then we are gonna place this over. We are gonna secure it on the sides. This is the bottom, so when we flip it over, we have to make sure we secure it enough so the fabric doesn't fall down. So if you want, you can use the needles, you can use adhesive, so you can do the temporary adhesive on the sides. Just secure it as much as you can. Make sure there is no metal, because now the machine is gonna go around. So make sure you don't have any pins on in the pathway where the machine is gonna outline or secure the fabric. I used temporary adhesive, and I just put it on the corners, and then I taped it. And now we are gonna flip it over and put it back in the machine. So the machine just outlined the design. So now when we flip it over, this is all secured. So we will remove the tape and we will cut around it and put it back in the machine. After we cut out the design, the fabric, we try to go as close to the stitching as possible. We will put it back in the machine, and the machine is gonna go around and do the final satin stitch. So this is it. Now last thing we have to do is take it off the hoop, do the tearaway, clean up all the edges if there are any little threads hanging out, and then we will put the money in. And there we have it. If you don't like the tearaway stabilizer, I think it worked pretty good, but you can also use water soluble stabilizer. And then if you see a tiny little hair on the sides, you can just dab it with water and it's gonna disappear. So the last thing, let's put some money in. Okay, so this is the final product. We put some green stuff in there to make somebody happy. I put actually a little eyelet here and ribbon through, so you can hang it up on the tree or you can just give it to somebody like this. It has the back pocket. It's nice and clean, so you easily get inside. And yeah, so that was today's project. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please comment below, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time on the next projects.